Good evening. So glad you could join me for a St. Ogan Nature Center story. Mathild and I were inside Mathild's house now, sitting at table while dinner boiled over the fire. Mathild continued, "Many people dismiss blood sacrifices as primitive and pagan, but they forget that they themselves often are aching to be able to give their life energy to something they deeply love. This means they want an exchange, you see, ultimate, deepest fulfillment in exchange for every drop of their energy and essence. People do not realize that this essence means ultimately our blood, which enables our work, our energy. The sacrifice of God's Son that we saw yesterday, this was certainly meant to be seen as the offering of the greatest exchange between God, actually, and humankind. I hope that you are ready for what I'm going to show you now," Mathild said as she raised herself up from her chair. She beckoned for me to follow her as she headed to a door at the back wall of the house. I was not suspecting a tunnel behind the door, but there, graced by torchlight and a tidy dirt path, it was. 30 or so yards beyond Mathild's door we went until we came to an unlikely earthen chamber. It looked to have been an office, and now the person in the office's chair turned away from the filing cabinet behind the desk and was facing us. Mathild spoke. "Hello, Laura. We have one who has come, of course, to become acquainted with the crucifixion, and we have stopped here for your briefing." Here now, in the eyes of Laura, I again sensed both the doom and triumph I had noticed the first day I encountered the inhabitants of Deliverance's service. Laura led me down a tunnel that began near the filing cabinet. The passage bent its way finally to a conference room with a handful of people already at discussion. They were undisturbed by Laura seating me there and departing. Those already meeting included Moses, Elijah, and Jesus. The air was electric, and their tones of voice and facial expressions revealed they were experiencing a breakthrough or monumental realization. From what I could gather, they were grappling with the idea of exchanging or substituting. "When people partook of the miracles I performed, I saw the posts in the ground," Elijah said. Moses asked, "But why do you think the posts were planted at all?" "To prove to God they had faith in him?" Elijah asked Jesus. "Yes, but it is better said that the most crucial task regarding the posts is that people allow Emerson to plant them," Jesus answered. And Elijah, "It is as though a miracle cannot happen without planted posts." "Exactly," came Jesus. "And a sacrifice, it is only acceptable if the one presenting it believes it is their own energy and living blood they are offering up at that moment. Then the post is planted," said Elijah. Jesus said, "If they believe it's their blood, there will be no forgiveness. The perfect one is who their unblemished, male, Passover sacrifice represents. He will make them truly clean and forgiven." "I'm telling you now," Jesus went on, "that life and faith are both growing out of the root of saying yes to God. I'm planning on giving hope to many who have come for freedom from fear.